What's going on, everyone? This is Kevin here, and in this video, we're going to be checking out the OnePlus 12R Genshin Impact Limited Edition. So this is a special limited edition of the 12R. I did already cover this briefly in shorts. However, I want to make this video to kind of give you a more detailed look at what all you're getting if you do decide to get the limited edition of the device. And then finally, in addition to that, I want to show you what's different for this phone versus the regular 12R. So with all that said, let's get started. Now, I do appreciate OnePlus for sending out the Genshin Impact version of the phone, but all opinions expressed in this video are of course completely my own. Another thing to keep in mind too is that if you do want this limited edition, it's most likely already sold out. Now, you might be able to find some people reselling it potentially, but that's also one of the reasons why I wanted to make this more detailed video, to show you the experience here, especially for those that want the special edition but can't get it. Now, before I show you more about the actual phone itself, let's take a closer look and see all the various accessories and knickknacks that we're getting here, and there are quite a few of them. So first thing is, we have these lapel pins. So there are 8 pins, and then literally you can take these pins out and then put them wherever you want. Maybe you want to wear one on your outfit for the day, I'm not really sure, but if you want to do that, then they're right here for you. In addition to that, we also have stickers of the same thing. You can see right there, OnePlus Genshin Impact collaboration. We're also getting a case here as well, so a Genshin Impact case. That's very nice. Not necessarily that protective, but at the same time, nice and slim and cool looking. We're also getting this button here as well, so that could be cool. Again, if you want to put that on your clothing, I suppose that's an option. And then we're getting a 100 watt USB wall adapter. So this does use the SuperVOOC technology, as you can see. And you can also see that everything is purple. So the inside of the USB is even purple, in addition to the entire charger itself. And we do have the branding here, of course, for Genshin Impact. Now, I thought this is especially interesting. This USB cable, of course, comes with it. It's pretty much completely purple, but one difference here compared to the regular 12R is that we're actually getting a 90-degree USB-C here. So it makes it a bit more flush with the actual device itself, and that's great in many situations, even if you're not using the phone for gaming, but I suppose even for gaming, it makes it a bit more comfortable, and you don't have to risk as much with the cable fraying with this design versus if it just stuck straight out. Now, this SIM card removal tool might possibly be the most fanciest one you've ever seen. So here it is. And yeah, that is literally a SIM card removal tool, yet it has this really interesting design to it. We're also getting this figurine here as well. So again, if you're really into the brand, especially for Genshin Impact, then I could definitely see where these various collectibles might be cool to put on your desk, or maybe you want to put a pin on your backpack or a sticker on your shirt. I'm not sure what you want to do, but it is really cool that we're getting so many different accessories and collectibles here. There's also this piece here. This is magnetic, so that's also a pretty cool aspect of the packaging. And then we have the phone itself right here, but also we have a phone holder, also themed to Genshin Impact. So this is the actual finish on the phone itself. So it's not a sticker, it's not a skin, this is the actual finish. So that's a big difference, especially compared to the regular 12R, which has a reflective back on it. Instead, this time around with the Genshin Impact edition of the phone, it has a matte finish with, of course, this design on the back. Now, overall, I would like to see more smartphone brands just having cool designs like this in general on the back of their devices. It really makes things a lot more interesting, a lot more unique compared to the typical matte finish or glossy finish. But as you can see again, it's really cool, looks really nice, and when you look at it at different angles too, it does look slightly different there. Now heading over to the operating system, you can see here we do have a lock screen widget, which is proprietary to the special edition of the phone. You can see also the fingerprint sensor is in a special design there too. And then getting into the phone itself, you can see we do have a purple wallpaper here, and it is Genshin Impact branded. And then we do have special Genshin Impact icons as well. So it is cool here that we're getting a custom icon pack to kind of match the theme of Genshin Impact. And now another thing that's especially interesting is that there are actually custom ringtones and sounds here to reflect this collaboration. So if you go over to here, you'll see a lot of different options. So there's options for the ringtone.
We live in an era of change, as the old order that has existed for...
And then notifications.
Let's finish this quickly.
And then alarms.
Morning. Time to set the tone for the rest of the day. So if you're still feeling...
So that's pretty funny. Here's one for SMS.
Something's come up?
And then in wallpapers, we have a live wallpaper here that's part of the collaboration, and then also a regular static wallpaper. And then I really have no good way of showing you this here, but basically up top, there's a slightly reflective part here, and basically if you shine the flashlight in a certain way in a dark room against a mirror, you'll actually see some hidden text. So you can watch my short about this to learn more about that. But overall, we're just getting a lot of really cool features here with this device. I've really never seen a limited edition phone with this many limited edition things even built into the operating system. I feel like other collaborations that I've seen from other brands similar to this one usually just involves like one little sticker or something like that. So really just seeing how much different this OnePlus 12R Genshin Impact Edition is really says a lot. And again, here's that live wallpaper on the lock screen. Now just giving you a little overview here of the OnePlus 12R in case you've forgotten some of the major specifications of this device. And then with this device, we're getting a 6.78-inch display, so a very large display here on the phone. We're also getting an LTPO AMOLED display here with a 120Hz refresh rate. It's a really fast and smooth refresh rate with the device. And then the display resolution here is slightly less than 1440p. We're getting a 450 ppi. We're getting a 19.8 by 9 aspect ratio. And then finally, we're getting a 90.9% screen to body ratio. So overall, really excellent specifications, especially related to the display for this device. And that's especially impressive considering that the OnePlus 12R is pretty much priced to be a mid-range smartphone. Yet this device is a way higher value and offers way more than pretty much any mid-range phone that's out. Now the front-facing camera on this device is 16 megapixels, and then the limited edition version of this phone comes with 256 gigabytes of storage, but this device is also offered in 128 gigabytes. Now unfortunately there is no wireless charging, so that is one compromise that's made here. But the phone does have an in-display fingerprint sensor, which I showed you, and then also we're getting face unlock. Now on the back of the device, we're getting a triple camera setup with a 50 megapixel main camera, an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, and a 2 megapixel macro camera. And then we're getting portrait mode, both the rear and front cameras. And then this device features 16 gigabytes of RAM, at least for the special edition. And then the phone also is offered an 8 gigabytes of RAM if you are going for the lower configuration. Now, as far as the processor here, we're getting the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. Now, the Gen 3 is out right now, and the Gen 3 is what powers the regular 12. But the Gen 2 is still really powerful and certainly a really solid chipset. And then with this phone, we're getting 4K video recording with the rear camera, 1080p up front, and then we're getting a very large 5,500 milliamp hour internal battery, which is compatible with up to 100 watt fast charging, as you can see here. So that's really impressive as well. We're getting Android 14 running Oxygen OS. Of course, a few customizations here to get those special icons, for example. And then with this device, we're getting NFC for tap and pay. And then there is an IR blaster if you want to use that to change a TV channel, for example. Now, taking a closer look at the overall form factor and design of the phone. On the right side here, we have volume up, volume down, and the power button. On the left side, we have the mute switch. So that's really nice. Up top here, we have the microphone, speaker. Up top here with the microphone, up top here we have the noise canceling microphone, we have the IR blaster, we also have one of the stereo speakers, and then on the bottom of the phone we have the other speaker, USB-C port for charging and data transfer, microphone, the SIM card slot, and that's pretty much it. But this concludes my video on the OnePlus 12R Genshin Impact Special Edition. So I think this is a really awesome device. Of course, the regular 12R is really good as well. Pretty much the same exact phone, minus a few little things. But definitely this look on the back makes a big difference. I think this looks really nice. Definitely a big fan of that. So excellent job, OnePlus, with this collaboration. I think it's really awesome. But most importantly, I'm curious to know what you think. Could you see yourself having a phone with this design on the back? Or is it a bit much? Definitely let me know, but this is Kevin here, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and have a great rest of your day.